Palmarius rods. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm really blessed to be here in Sanibel Island, Florida. That's not a green screen behind me, that's a real palm tree. So it's a real treat to be here enjoying the warm weather. It's the end of January, approaching February, and I wanted to introduce my line of slow pitch blanks. This is a line of 6 foot 6 inch, 198 centimeter slow jigging blank. And when I promote them online, I often refer to it as a true slow jigging blank. And what do I mean when I say a true slow jigging blank? And what I mean is this is not a Johnny-come-lately product. This is something, and I don't say that with any disrespect to anyone, this is a product that I developed in Southeast Asia. I spent about 6 weeks living and working at one of the major rod factories, the very same factory that makes all the famous rods that you've heard of, from Shimano to St. Croix to all the little guys. Many of these factories are actually located in the same region of Southeast Asia called Weihai. But at any rate, not to ramble on, I have a line of blanks. They're made exclusively with a material called Toray CA. Toray CA is the best carbon fiber available. It's a Japanese product. We're a licensee of Toray. We're proud to be able to display the logo on our advertising. We also are really proud of the partnership. We even put their logo right on the blank, so you know you're getting a rod that's made with top quality Japanese mat. The blanks all ship in a rod sock that I designed. This is the rod sock. It's made out of a lightweight neoprene, so it's soft. When you travel, you can put this right inside your rod tube. And another couple of unique features, I left a white space where the rod builder can drop in his or her logo. They could take this right to a t-shirt shop or a silk screener, drop in a logo on a whole bunch of them, and then script in the customer's name, either with a Sharpie, or in the case of a VIP customer, you could get their name dropped in there on a silk screen, or their boat name. There's a series of 5 blanks. We start at number 1 and we go to number 5. For Florida fishing, I generally recommend the 3, 4, and 5. You'll notice that every bag has color-coded piping. This is an easy way to identify the rod for the customer when you're heading out at 4 or 5 in the morning or the night before. You don't have to squint, you know just by the color, okay, that's a 3, that's a 4, that's a 5. And I will show you guys the actual blank. Again, the blank is made out of 100% Toray carbon fiber. And why is that important over a no-name, Chinese carbon fiber? What's important is the carbon fiber is extremely consistent. Toray is the inventor and leader. They make carbon fiber in different forms for aerospace, for racing, and for fishing rods, and for different paddle sports and sailboats and different things like that. This particular rod is made out of a combination of different strength mats woven at different angles to increase strength. One other unique thing about our blank is when they cut the mat at the factory, it's cut so precisely that when the mat is wrapped around the mandrel, there is no unwanted mat-on-mat overlay causing a spine to the rod. The mat is cut precisely enough that it butts up perfectly, and the barely a discernible spline on our rods. A lot of builders tell me they can barely find a spline on these rods. They're built so well. The other feedback I get from builders is how straight they are. This factory makes an extremely straight blank, and that's why all the majors use this factory, and we're lucky enough to have the same type of relationship. This particular is a Model 3. It spans jig weights 200 grams to 400 grams, which would be 7 to 12 ounces. It's a PE3 rod, which is up to 50-pound test. You'll notice that the bottom half of the rod is clear coated. where the top of the rod is just raw carbon fiber. In terms of tip sizes, starting at the bottom going to the top, we range from a 1.8 millimeter tip on a Model 1 up to a 2.3 millimeter tip on the Model 5. I know I'm getting a little microscopic there and I don't want to ramble on for too long. All of this data can be found on our website. The website is www.palmariusrods.com. My email address is info@palmariusrods.com. I want to talk a little bit about paint colors. You see the way that we have them in stock. All of these models are in stock right now. We ship out of Eastern Pennsylvania. It's a 2-day ground ship to all of the East Coast, including Florida. So if we ship you a set of rods or set of blanks on a Monday, you can expect to have them in Florida on Wednesday via UPS ground. And it's really reasonable. We can send you up to 6 blanks in a single high quality, very thick tube that's custom made for us. And it costs in and around $35, $40 to send 6 blanks to Florida. Here's an example of colors that are available. We work with a great paint supplier. They provide a rod paint that has UV inhibitors. It's a 10-year guarantee on the paint, not to fade or crack. And we paint the rods in a really unique low VOC process. Rather than spraying them and using a lot of excess product and getting in a lot of trouble with the government in Southeast Asia is really cracking down on VOCs and sprayed paints, stuff like that. The workers doing this day in and day out. So they've actually developed a process where the rods are essentially dipped, but not in such a way that it's a 7-foot tray of paint. I can't tell you the exact process. It's a trade secret, but I will say that the rods are encapsulated in paint and the paint gets into every single nook and cranny. It's a far more effective method than airbrushing on paint. These are some of the chameleon paints. Any paint that starts with a DCN number is a chameleon paint. While they're the most expensive, I think that they're some of the prettiest paints. I intend to do a separate video where I just talk about paint colors, and at the end of that video I'm going to drop in slides. We've taken high quality pictures of all of these paint samples, and there's literally hundreds and hundreds of them. And I'm going to drop those in at the end of a video so you guys can pause that video and be able to write down the number. There's essentially 4 types of paint. There's a regular paint, there's a metallic paint, there's a crackle paint, and there's a chameleon paint. And they all vary in price according to, obviously the chameleon is the most expensive, the crackle is underneath that, then the metallic, and the cheapest being the flat. It's a nominal cost to paint the blanks, and we only require a minimum order of 20, and that can be mix and match. So you'd have to do 20 pieces. It could be half Model 3s, half Model 4s, or any combination thereof. The last thing I want to tell you guys about is something we call, this is a total option. You're not obligated to buy this in any way. This is something we have in stock should you want it. This is what we call our build kit. This is the P66 EVA build kit. If you search on our website, P66 EVA build kit, this will come up. And what it is it's all the parts we use to build a factory rod, with the exception of the guides, the thread, the epoxy, and as I like to say, the talent. So you get all Fuji parts, you get a Fuji reel seat, you get an arbor that is specific to the blank. We offer 5 different blanks. We offer 5 different kits. Everything is factory drilled and perfect. You don't have to swear at it. You don't have to file it. You don't have to ream it. You don't have to search for little parts all over the internet and have things be back ordered. I believe we sell this for $33, and it includes everything you need. You just add the guides and the thread, the epoxy, a little bit of love, and you're good to go. This is the rear of the handle. It does include a trim ring as well. So again, everything that you'll find on the factory rod, including this grip, this pops on. As you can see, it's slotted. It pops onto the rear shaft of the rod. While you're under travel, it keeps your rod from getting all nicked up. While you're out there fishing, it works as a fulcrum underneath your forearm to help you with jigging. Guys, again, I really appreciate your time. You know, it's a blessing to be down here in South Florida. I'm really enjoying the weather. I hope to hear from you soon. If you like the video, give us the thumbs up on Facebook as well as YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel. You'll get alerted when new videos drop. And please, if you have any questions whatsoever, shoot me an email, info@palmariusrods.com. Visit us on the web at www.palmariusrods.com. We're, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, and so on and so forth. Thanks again for your time. Hope to see you on the water soon.
You've been through. I guess you're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I could walk for days, searching for your place. Is it even there to find? Searching for your place, but is it even there to find? Is there a chance for me to learn your memories? Will I slowly lose my mind? You've been through. I guess you're back. Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I could walk for days, searching for your place. But is it even there to find? Lose my mind by my side, day or night. could walk for days, searching for your place. But is it even there to find? Is there a chance for me to learn your memories? Will I slowly lose memory?